guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be filming my rewind plan with me, and this just look back at my last one. I used the Firefly Paper Shop like Thanksgiving kit, and it was so cute, and I was glad that I got to close out fall time with this spread. But moving on into this week here, this was a very exciting week for me. I got to see Wicked, and it started like the birthday festivities, and so I'm using this triple thread planner kit that my mom got me for my birthday. And I have all of the sheets here, like I said, in my haul. I believe that this is like the full kit. So I'm going to be using the bottom washi. I'm probably going to cut it though, because I have this really awesome playbill washi that came with the order that I want to put in. So I'm going to use that definitely. And then we have the date cover-ups. And I'm going to use these little like bow headers, as well as these Scribble Prints headers. I'm going to use this green and then this blue, I think, and then the bow headers in between. So let me go ahead and put all this stuff down, and then we'll get into planning this past week. Alright guys, let's do this sidebar real fast. I really like how that looks. I'm very proud that those colors match so well. I was kind of worried about it. And then when I saw that the bow headers were so much smaller than a regular glitter header, I don't know why I didn't even think about that. I was real scared, but I just used them to cover up the dots, and so I'm not worried about it. And there isn't a flag to cover up the flag up here, but it's green, so it's working out. Everything's going well. So I'm gonna put in this weekend banner while I'm thinking about it so that I don't forget. I'm super bummed. The washi almost fit perfectly, like this washi, with all of the playbills, because I cut off as much as I could on the ends to allow there to be as many playbills as possible, and we were just one short, and I didn't get to put Rent in, but that's okay. Rent is playing at the Pantages, and so I'm like really thinking about getting tickets to go see it, because that's another one of my favorite musicals. So I think we're gonna do blue and green for the habit trackers. It just seems fitting. And then there's this weekly box, which I'll put in with a this week, or is there like a meals one? I haven't really looked at these. Well, I mean, I looked at them, but I didn't think about it. There isn't, so I think I'll just use this glitter header. There was an extra one. And then I'm gonna put in one of the check boxes for my uploads for the week, and I'll just put a remember. I didn't remember, but we'll just pretend that I did remember. And then we'll do a purple, I guess, for that. And I'll just stack up some Simply Gilded washi down here, and I think I'll do this green marble one. Alright guys, so let's get into planning this week. As you can see, I put this in, I showed that, but I also put in some of the bigger deco pieces on the full boxes that didn't already have like a character something, or I guess a character or the playbill. So I just added in a few of these, and I did save some of the smaller deco pieces to potentially use in my monthly spread. I think that's a really good way if you use a special kit for a week to then mark it in your monthly spread. So that's what I'm going to do with those. But yeah, I guess let's just get right into this. So Monday I had school and everything was normal as of this day. If you haven't seen, I'm going to use these little Miss Paperie stickers for school this week. I had school 4 days. If you haven't seen my recent videos regarding what's going on with school, you can get the full story now. Basically, well, I mean, I'll get to it on Wednesday more, but it was this was like the start of the craziness, and then it continued on into the next week. But everything was normal for my school schedule. On Monday, I went to 3 of my classes. Was it 3? Yeah, I think so. So we'll have this in here, and it was actually my last lab for this day, which was nice. We ran the tests for our like experiment, so everything was normal. And then because I was there for so long, when I got out of school, I went right to having like my early dinner / lunch with my friend. We went to this place called Pizza Press, and I would argue that it's better than what's that place called? Blaze. Just because I really like, I don't like thick crust pizza, but I like pizza that has a thicker crust, if that makes sense, because I know that there's such a thing as like thick crust pizza, and that's not what I'm a fan of. I just like it to be more than just like this little crispy thing. I like it to be a little bit, you know, of a dough. And I feel like Blaze just, maybe it's just the Blaze that's near me, they like overcook the crust, or like the whole pizza, I guess. So I found this place, which I actually enjoy, and it's still the same concept of like you get to pick your toppings and stuff like that, but I don't know, they have better crust. It might all be in my head, but that's how I feel. So then I came home and I had a Netflix binge. What was I watching? I was watching something. I forget what I was watching. It might have been The Office. I don't think I had started Parks and Recreations. Oh no, I did. No, it was The Office. It was definitely The Office. That's my decision. So I'm going to put in one of these little flags, and this one is from Once More With Love, and I was very pleased that it had purple and green in it. I thought that was the perfect combo, so I'm going to do the blue flag and just put it in here. I'm not going to write anything on it, just have it be, you know, the side of this. And then the only other thing that I have to mark is that it was super duper cold. So I have these hot cocoa stickers from Wonton and a Million. I had tea, so I thought I would use this one of the little, this isn't steamy. This is, you guys, I promised that I was going to learn their names, so I'm really trying. This is Layla. Is that how you say it? The egg custard bun. Is it? Yes. I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to use her, and she is gold foiled. The sheet is gold foiled. That's why I decided to use it. So I'm going to put her down here and just right next to her that it was cold. But I want to throw in this Simply Gilded washi in between. I'm going to really try and make this spread super well laid out, but it might be a little bit more white space than usual, but I'm ready for it because there were some days where like nothing was going on, or like only a few things like this day. And then there was other days that there was lots going on, so there is Monday. And then moving on to Tuesday, I had Starbucks, which I'm going to use one of these from the kit and put that in there for Starbucks. And then I had school, so we'll use a green one from Little Miss Paperie. I have to stop buying school stickers because I'm like entering my last semester and I'm not going to need school stickers after that. So anything I have left over, I'm going to have to send to a new home. So I have to stop buying more and more. I need to tell myself that. And then I went to Denny's, which surprisingly it was my first time ever going to Denny's. And I have to say I was let down by their pancakes, but their cold brew coffee is really good. I was very surprised by it. So I would definitely go back. But I went to Denny's, and then I went to my last skin testing appointment, which this they did the foods and the, do I want to use the purple? I think I'll use purple. They did the foods and molds, and I wasn't allergic to any of those, and they did some retests of some of the environmental stuff, and I still tested super duper high for those. I'm actually going to use a half box for this, I think. Is that a good idea? I don't know if that's a good idea. No, because I want to use the half box for the other thing. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in like this to mark my test. So yeah, it was one of those things where I started to get worried because I felt like I didn't have an answer, but it was all solved the following Tuesday when I had my next appointment, which I'll talk about then, but it's all good. At least that adventure's over with. And then I had to go to my therapy appointment, so I have these $2 Tuesdays from KPL Plans. I'm really working, you guys, on trying to get through some of my stickers, like my sticker sheets, because I have quite a few stickers that I feel like I'm just hoarding for no apparent reason. I mean, I guess it's not no apparent reason because, like, obviously I like the stickers and I don't want to use them up. But if there's like 3 stickers or 4 stickers on a sheet, I can use it up. And if I really love it that much, I can get more. But it's not like I'm at a shortage right now. So I need to use what I got. So we're gonna stick this in here. And then after that, this is where I wanted to put the half box in, but like looking at this now, I don't think that it's going to fit, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see. These are tinier half boxes. Oh, it does fit. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna white out these little corners though, because I did something very exciting this night, which I thought it was going to be a disaster, but it wasn't, and now I want to like have it all the time, but I have to resist the urge. I made homemade pho, and I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know, I guess it was like homemade from a box, if that makes any sense, because I bought the concentrate that you use to make the broth. I didn't like make the broth, and then I like bought the noodles. I didn't make the noodles, but I cooked it and put it together in my own home. So I'm counting that as homemade pho. And it was fabulous. It was so good. And I even like used these really fancy little dishes that we've had forever that have like little chopstick holders on them. I was so proud of myself, and I ate way too much that night, but it was totally worth it. So I have these Once More with Love. I believe she classifies them as ramen stickers, but I'm saying that they're pho stickers, so we're gonna use this one with the chopsticks and put that in there for my fabulous faux adventure. And there's that. Pho. I still don't know. I felt like I knew, but then I realized that I still didn't understand how you're supposed to say it. So then Wednesday, which is actually when the school craziness started, it was actually after I had left school, which was really nice that I wasn't at school when it was going on. So I did go to my classes and everything was fine. I finished reading my book. Oh, I finished the sheet too. That's exciting. I finished reading Room this day before I went to my second class. So I'm going to put this in from Magic Prints Co. And then I had work, so I'm actually going to put this in. I have Little Miss Paperie. These are from her most recent, I guess, colorway of her labels. She doesn't have school labels anymore, so yeah. But I think I'm going to do these like darker brown colors from this sheet so that they're not the same. There's so many colors in this kit, so I gotta try and pull them all in so it's not just blue and green everywhere. Although it is nice to use up some of my green stickers because I have a lot of them. So yeah, I'm gonna put washi in this space. We won't do blue. Let's do this like dark purple one. Or no, let's do the dark green. I have this dark green bow from Simply Gilded. I used it in my Christmas setup, that's why it's ripped funny. But we'll put that in there just to break it up a little bit. And these work labels are a little bit smaller than the school labels, so there should be an ample amount of space down at the bottom. Okay, so we'll put this in. And then this was the night that I went to a concert, which was very, very fun. It was at a place called the Lodge Room, which I had never been to before, and it was very cool looking in there. Like, oh, and I finished this sheet. So yeah, like the aesthetic was really nice. It was Lauren Sanderson, who's like an up-and-coming YouTube artist, I guess. And I like kind of fangirled out because Hunter Moreno was there, however you say his last name, from what's her face? Oh, I'm so bad with names. Anyways, there was like a few like big shots there that was kind of entertaining to see. I feel like living in LA, it's just very likely that if you're going to an event of any kind, that you run into someone that has a name doing something, so. And the opening artist was really, really cool, so it was nice to find someone else to add to the list of people that I listen to. I don't know, I like finding smaller artists to follow because it's nice to support them, and it's nice to, you know, expose yourself to new things. And I was glad. Usually, I don't know, I haven't really been anywhere that I've like fallen in love with the opening artist except for a concert that I went to earlier on in the year. But this is definitely one of those moments. So I was very pleased with that. And the main artist was great. She was awesome. But yeah, so that was Wednesday, and I didn't really find out about it until Thursday morning because all the emails started going out late at night. But basically that night it was posted on social media, I guess, first that there had been hate comments vandalized into classrooms, and that they were threatening to, I guess, perform a mass shooting at my school, and they put a date, which was the 12th of December. And thankfully I can say that it's currently the 12th of December and there wasn't an incident like that. But there have been very scary things that have occurred since then. And so there's just been emails after emails after emails coming from the university and from professors and from all these people just talking about, you know, what to do and what's happening, and, you know, classes and finals getting canceled and just stress. But as of Thursday, I had already had a final exam that was planned to be an online exam, so nothing really changed and nothing had happened as far as, you know, university stuff goes. So I was just kind of in the mindset of like, well, this could be really bad, and I was hoping that I would start to get information from my other professors as to like what the plan was, but there wasn't a whole lot coming in. So it was also raining this day, and it was it was one of those things where like the weather totally helped well, didn't help the mood because it was already like a scary situation, and then we had the eerie like storm going on. But yeah, so my friend came and brought me McDonald's breakfast, which was really nice. So the stickers from Ohana Story. And then I went to work, and while I was at work, I started reading The Life of Pi, which I'm about 80 pages in, and it's currently, you know, been a week almost of me reading this book, and it's real hard to get through. I don't know, maybe it'll like pick up, but I'm in that position where it's like I don't want to put it down and like give up on it, but it's not going well. So we'll see what happens. I'm really trying, guys. I guess if you've read it, please let me know down below what you thought of it. I'm going to finish it one way or the other, so I guess I would like your honest comments, but I don't know. I think I'm in for I think I'm in for a kind of a disappointing, you know, event, but I'll see what happens and I'll let you know. But that is what I started reading, and I had to work late this night. Did I? No, I worked late Friday night. So when I got home, I just worked on homework. So I have these Stella Beau homework post-its, which are real cute, and I'm going to use, we'll do this green one, this like brighter green instead of the darker green. And I'll just put this over here, and I started working on my final paper for one of my classes, so I was very proud of myself for getting such a head start on it. Okay, and then come Friday, the emails just got even worse, and I got to school, which I was very concerned about. I really didn't want to go, and they had, or my professor basically, because the room that we were in, it's a lecture hall, so there's like a ton of people usually in there, and there was about half of us that were there. So she told us that there had been people that emailed that said they couldn't bring themselves to come to campus, that it was too scary, and even when I got there, there was like cars posted at all the entrances to buildings. There was, you know, police officers all over the place. It was a lot to deal with. And like, I mean, I guess if this speaks to the situation at all, my professor was like, so please, if you need anything, or if there's anything that I can do, let me know. And she like paused and she goes, I have no idea what I'll do, but I'm here. And so it's kind of just that environment that we were dealing with at this time of like, we don't really know what's going on because we weren't getting total information, but we were trying to remain hopeful that it was, you know, not a credible threat as the people were telling us. So yeah, but that's what was going on Friday. And then I came home and I pre-planned, which was super fun. I always love pre-planning. So I'm gonna use this planning time. Whoa, this is really big. I guess I'm okay with that. I'm kind of tempted to cover up one of these half boxes and put this in, because this is such a big sticker. I feel like it needs to be on another sticker of some sort. So we'll cover up the spell book. There we go. So I came home and I pre-planned, and I think I filmed my haul this day, or I finished filming it or something, uploaded it, I don't know. And then I went to work. Oh, there will be room. It's fine. It's fine, guys. So I went to work and I worked until 10:30 this night, and I continued work on my paper, which I, again, was so proud of myself for trudging along on this assignment, because it's a hefty assignment. It's a 12-page research paper, and spoiler alert, I mean, not that you're gonna read my paper, but our experiment did not prove to be statistically significant, which I always hate that, like, you then have to write a paper on it, because I feel like if you're gonna make up a study on your own, it's probably not going to have statistically significant results unless you're replicating a study, which is always boring to do. So then having to write a 12-page paper on something that's not accurate, you just spend the whole paper going, but so here's all this information, but that doesn't quite matter because, you know, our test was proven wrong, you know, so I'm still struggling with this, but I was working on explaining what the experiment did, or what we wanted to do. So that was Friday night, and then Saturday was so much fun. Oh my gosh, you guys, I wish it was Saturday again. So I'm gonna put in another little coffee cup because I did get Starbucks, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in Galinda, depending on what part of the play you're talking about. I'm going to put in her box and put in that I got my nails and my brows done. So I'm going to put in this little nail polish sticker, and then I'm going to put in this eyebrow appointment sticker as well, so that we cover all of our bases. Both of those are from Magic Prints Co. And then I think we'll put in some bows. Let's do the green, I guess. Is that a good idea? Yeah, because we already have blue and purple in there. So we'll do that. And then I'll probably do the gray ones down below. So there's that for the morning section. And then when I came home, I spent some time filming. So I have these film scripts from Magic Prints Co. And I think I'm just going to put this on... Oh, there's a little YouTube icon. I think I'm going to put this on this flag and put it in like that. I think that should work. My nails are starting to get long again, which I'm very pleased with, but I have to be careful with sticker placement. And then we went to the play, which was so magical. I hated every moment of walking through Hollywood. But once I was inside, it was great. My friend actually works there, so I got to see her, which was nice. And the play, fabulous. There was an understudy for Galinda, but she was amazing still. And it was everything. It was all hyped up to be, oh my gosh. And I don't think my friend will watch this, but because she would kill me if she knew that I was saying this, but it was like the most magical moment. So she didn't know anything about Wicked, but she still went with me, which I love her for that, and I'm so appreciative that she would do that for me. I'm gonna use the half box with the playbill because I feel like it's necessary, even though the playbill's right there. Like, I don't know how else I would mark this. But we're like sitting there, we're halfway through Act 2, so if you have seen Wicked, you'll know like all the stuff that has happened up to that point. But like basically you've seen the whole backstory on the two witches, which I can understand how you wouldn't get it by then. But halfway through Act 2, you've seen like the Tin Man come, like how he came to be, and you've seen, by this point you'd seen the Scarecrow, or yeah, you'd seen the Scarecrow and even the Lion's Tail, and she goes, oh my gosh, and she whispers to me, she goes, it's connected to Wizard of Oz. And I literally almost laughed out loud in the middle of the play because it was like, it was really sweet, and she was so genuine in it that like she was very excited that she finally understood it. But I was just like, what play have you been watching? Like, what do you mean? But yeah, it was so amazing. It was great. I loved it. So I'm actually going to work from the bottom up this day, I think, because I know that I want to use another half box down below, and if I have the space to use the other half box up above, that would be really nice, because I did spend a lot of time filming this day to try and be ready for the next week, but that just didn't happen. But to catch you up on the school story, so by this night I had gotten word from 2 professors that I would not be going to campus for those classes, that alternatives would be provided, and one of them was thankfully the final that I had on the 12th, which was the problematic date. So yeah, I was very pleased to get that email, and it was settling, but it was also unsettling because there was still not really much being said as to what was going on and what was being done. So that was happening, and that's really all that happened this week, and it was just mostly being scared and worried as to what was going to happen with, you know, all the stuff that was coming out. But I knew that regardless of what was going to happen, I was still going to have to turn in my paper. So I did have to do some homework, sadly. I'm going to use, I guess, another green one. There's not really a purple. Oh yeah, there is. We'll do this purple one. It's my last purple one. But like I said, I need to use up my school stickers. So we'll put this in, and then I want to put in this little blue strip. Because, like I said, I love this washi. I love washi. And I love this 5mm washi probably the most, other than like the patterned washis, because I feel like the patterned washis, even though I don't get a chance to use them all the time, I feel like they're the most fun to have, like they're the novelty type thing. So I like to look at those the most. But so that was that. There will be room. There will be room. Okay, so I'm going to put this in up top. Okay, so the first thing that I did, I'm sorry, I'm hopping around. I know that that's very bothersome, and I'm really sorry about it. The first thing that I did was I filmed some more, and I started to edit some of the videos. So I'm going to put in another one of these film scripts, and then an edit script from Magic Prints Co. And I did that for a bit, and then I really needed to tidy up because, oh my gosh, you guys, my room was starting to look like a disaster zone. It was very frightening. So I'm going to use this little vacuum cleaner icon. I think that, oh no, I think I'm going to do the laundry one because it was mostly just like I needed to put away clothes, do laundry, fold, you know, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to put this in down here, and it looks like there's enough space for me to put in a strip of this washi. I'm going to do the purple one, the purple marble. And then, like I said, I did some more homework. I posted like a discussion post that was due this day. I did the stuff that was due that day. And then, because I had already done so much work on my manuscript, I was like, I'm going to give myself the day off. And then that like happy birthday script that I put in the half box down below was for the little like family get together thing that we did for my birthday and my uncle's birthday. So that's what that's for. And that concludes this crazy hectic week of the 3rd to the 9th. But I think it turned out so pretty. I'm very proud of it. You're still not zoomed out enough. Hold on. My camera's being all wonky. Don't fall. Okay, there we go. But yeah, there's a little wiggle. Oh, that's a pretty good wiggle. I'm proud of that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill everything out with my Pilot G2 because I don't have any glossy stickers this time around, so this will work on everything. And then I'll be right back to show you guys the finished product. Alright guys, so here is the spread all filled out, and I'm so excited. I really love the feel of her paper, and I think this kit was beautifully laid out, and I don't mind all of the colors. I think it's kind of fun that way. So let me show you what I have left of the kit. I used up all of this full box page. I used just half of the bottom washi. I used quite a bit of this like functional sheet. We have some icons, flags, and a coffee cup left. We have a ton of headers and 2 habit trackers, check boxes and check flags, and then little deco pieces which I'll probably use in my monthly spread, and then some date dots. So I would highly recommend checking out her shop, especially if you like plays or you're planning on going to a play. She probably has a kit for it. So I will leave her link down below as well as all of the other shops that I used. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this spread, and if you aren't subscribed already, please do so down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!